There's a town up in northern Wyoming. It was founded by old Buffalo Bill, near the banks of the tranquil Shoshone. Growing up there had a certain appeal. Greetings, dear family members. I thought I would put together this slideshow of the Cody country in anticipation of the family reunion I hope we can pull off in late June 2024 in Cody. I have made plans with Meg and Art to be their guests at their Highland Homestead retreat located in the beautiful Wapiti Valley west of Cody on the Cody Road to Yellowstone. President Teddy Roosevelt called the stretch of highway between Cody and the east gate of Yellowstone Park the 50 most beautiful miles in America. Art and Meg's property includes the main lodge and 2 other smaller homestead cabins. They are in the process of building a 4th structure, which is a log cabin with approximately 1,500 square feet, which should be ready for use next June. The dates Meg has set aside for us are June 25th through June 30th. I spent all of my years growing up living in Cody, and the community is very dear to my heart. Cody has always been a tourist town with its close proximity to Yellowstone Park, but there are so many other interesting things to do and see in the surrounding Cody country. I would like to provide you with a preview of the things I think would be fun to do while we're together. A day trip to Yellowstone Park will be the highlight of our tour of the area. There is a road in Yellowstone Park named the Lower Loop, which would be the best route for us to take on a day trip through the park. It will provide us with the most interesting attractions in the park, including Old Faithful Lodge, Yellowstone Falls, Yellowstone Lake, and many beautiful mineral pools and thermal sites. There are many very scenic places to have a picnic lunch somewhere along the route. The Buffalo Bill Center of the West is renowned as the greatest Western museum in the country, dedicated to Western art, Western history, and the natural history of the West. It is truly a fine facility which includes 5 museums under one roof. It is a must-see while you're in Cody. The Buffalo Bill Dam was built in the rugged, deep, and narrow Shoshone Canyon. Only through hard work, determination, and ingenuity was it finally finished in 1910. It was the highest dam in the world at the time of its completion. They have a very interesting visitor center there that is fun to see and very interesting. Old Trail Town was created as a result of the vision of Bob Edgar, a local archaeologist and historian. It is a collection of old historical Western buildings that were moved there and restored. He lived on site during the many years it was built. The workshop of my great-grandfather George Henry Taggart, who was a Mormon colonist to the Bighorn Basin in Wyoming, is located there. There is also a cemetery where several famous characters of the West are buried, including Jeremiah Johnson. Robert Redford played the role of Jeremiah Johnson in the movie named after him and acted as a pallbearer when his remains were interred at Old Trail Town. The Cody LDS Murals and Mormon Pioneer Museum is located in the LDS First Ward Chapel on Wyoming Avenue in Cody. It is where I attended church while I was growing up in Cody. It includes the magnificent murals painted on the rotunda of the chapel foyer depicting the Mormon pioneer history and heritage. The murals were painted by a local Western artist named Edward Grigware. There is a very nice visitor center there that includes historical items from the Taggart family. Both the Taggart family and the Wilson family were instrumental in Mormon colonization of the Bighorn Basin. In 1942, during World War II, there was a Japanese detention camp built near Cody named the Heart Mountain Relocation Center. Over 10,000 Japanese Americans from California were detained there during the war. It was considered a city in Wyoming and was actually the third largest city in Wyoming at the time. It was a sad blemish in our country's history, but important history nonetheless. A very nice visitor center and museum has been built on the old camp site, which is very interesting and well done. It gives you a good perspective of what life was like for the detainees. The parents of Judge Lance Ito, who presided over the O.J. Simpson trial, met in this camp and eventually got married. A drive over the Beartooth Mountains for lunch at the old mining town of Red Lodge has breathtaking views and is a wonderful outing. The Cody Cattle Company is a dinner show that features outstanding all-you-can-eat beef brisket buffet and incredible country music performances by some very talented local groups and other groups that have come to Cody for the summer. Other activities depending on time and effort and everyone's interest are the Cody Night Rodeo, Shoshone River Float, and a trail ride on horses at one of the lodges on the Cody Road. Not only is Cody a community where the Wilson family has roots, but it truly is a wonderful vacation destination. I know the logistics of reunions like this are difficult and challenging to put together so that everyone is at one location at a particular time. I see this as perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime event to get everybody together. Who knows, it may become a tradition. The accommodations are free. Your only expense will be getting to Cody and some money for food and activities. We will prepare most of our meals at the Highland Lodge and probably eat out 3 or 4 times. So let's do this. It will be a load of fun. Meg and Art want so much to see you all and spend some time with you. I want to let you know far enough in advance so that you can calendar this event, so that as many family members as possible can be there. At a later date, we can establish a head count of those in the family who will be attending. I appreciate your support for this event, and I look forward so much to seeing you all. Thank you for listening.